Somebody was asking me about my process when it comes to making things, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about a commission piece that I'm actually doing right now. So, one of the first things I do is after talking to the client and then figuring out what they're looking for, learning more about them, I try to make a few sketches like these. So, these are a few studies that I've done for this particular project. Just kind of working out ideas, working out different colors, things like that, and then I will send these to the client, and once I get their approval on that, then I will kind of mock something up, and then I will start working on the piece, which is what I'm going to be doing today.
햇빛이 비추는 날 내 맘에 꽃이 폈다 창가에 기대 앉아 이 노래를 부른다 그래 넌 푸른 바다 Like a picnic on the shoreline With a toast and jelly just like how sweet it is that you're mine And when you don't hit reply My heartbeat goes like cosine 내가 맘에 들면 follow 좋아요 구독 이 노래가 유명해져야 너가 날 만나줄 거잖아 그때 나를 바라볼 때 심장이 멎은 듯해 무궁화 꽃이 폈게 움직일 수 없어 baby My flowers made in your light And I'm blooming by your side You know I've been waiting for too long yeah. 지금 right now Sunshine on the shoreline Feels like a super trooper Is this the Truman Show right?
What I'm basically doing here is I've finished the painting and then I scanned it, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the background, and to do that I duplicated the scanned layer, then I added a solid black background underneath that, and then I'm basically going in and masking out the background completely. And the reason why I'm using black is because this particular painting is quite bright and light, so the black allows me to really see which areas where I haven't properly removed the paper. This is an incredibly tedious process, and there are easier ways to do it for sure. I might share a tutorial one of these days on like the easiest method I've found to do this, but since this is a client project, I want it to be as perfect as possible, which is why I'm doing the most meticulous way and also at the same time the most accurate way.
Right now, sunshine on the shoreline feels like a super trooper. Is this the Truman Show right?
Hello, good morning. Welcome back to another day in the studio. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to do a little bit of administrative work. So some of you might not know this, but I do sell my artwork, sometimes in the form of stationery, sometimes in the form of art prints on my website, didodesign.com. And one of the local shops here in Cebu who I consigned my pieces with, they have unfortunately closed because of everything that's been happening, of course, which I can't blame them, and I feel really sad actually. So they returned my products that were with them, and unfortunately some of them did not fare so well during the transportation, I think. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I don't have a lot of these designs left, but for the ones that I do have, as you can see here, I took them apart because they're all already packaged in rolls. I took them apart to take a better look at them, and I noticed that especially around the edges here, they're kind of getting a little torn and a little crumpled, which is unfortunate. But if you look at the whole piece, the rest of the paper is actually completely fine. There's nothing wrong with the print. There's nothing wrong. There are no like discolorations or crumpled pieces in the actual wrapping paper. It's just here at the edge. So honestly, I don't feel comfortable selling these at full price anymore because they are in a way slightly damaged. But the thing is, the damaged area is so small and it's right at the edge of the paper where you would like fold under if you were wrapping anyway. So I was thinking of maybe just offering them at a discounted price. So what I've seen online, I've been researching this, and what I've seen other artists do is they package them at a discounted price and they call them seconds. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and by the time you're watching this video, it'll probably be up on my website. So if you are interested in getting these seconds, know that that is what that means. They're still perfectly good products. They're just a little bit worn around the edges, as I think we all are after this year.
어디서 왔니? 어디서도 보지 못한 그대 눈빛은 마치 나만 알고 있는 이야기 같아. 그래 넌 아니 yeah. 날마다 변해가는 날 우리 엄마도 외계인이라 조금은 널 이해할 수 있을지 몰라. 너 처음 만난 날 비가 와 겁나 까먹었네.
No.
My face hurts.
Sige na, oh my God, wala na again. She's done.
웃어 넌 괜찮대 빈말 아니야. 난 정말 이 비를 좋아한다고. 오늘도 비 올라 너의 비올라 같은 목소리가 내기엔 캔디처럼 들려와. 전율이 흘러 너의 푸른 머리 푸른 눈동자야. 너를 댕기 알게 UFO 우세요 세상을 내.
Stop playing with it, just ignore it.
Yeah, you treat me like a UFO. 사랑을 모르는 외계인에게 어떻게 이 맘을 전해줄 수.
Good morning. So yesterday, let me put you down. I made these and a couple of others. I didn't film it. Wow, this is just facing my stomach. Hang on. I didn't really film the process. I just kind of wanted to draw and not think. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them up and use them to cover up the pages of my sketchbook, the pages of artwork that I'm not like crazy about. Because I know a sketchbook should be a place of exploration and it shouldn't really matter if I make like crappy things. But I just can't stand looking at it. I really can't. So I am going to cover it up. Also, I think the favorite thing that I made yesterday was this little pile of hands. It's so cute. I kind of have this idea where I want to make a poster that's literally just a pile of fingers. Like this. I don't know if that's weird, but it's pleasing to me for some reason. Just make something else, like a little thing, and stick it. In case you were curious, this is the paper that I was using. This is called Bristol paper. I really love how this paper takes ink and markers and things, and it doesn't bleed or feather or anything like that, which I really like. But yeah, happy with that.
Lately I've been thinking about the choices I have made and doubt the life I've chosen for myself. I wonder how it would pan out if I stuck to the status quo and stayed in England. Never know, but when I see my friends, I see them with this golden glow. It seems they can touch the rainbow. I guess I'll never know, never know, never know. Would that be me if I'd stayed in my city? Red, blue and green. Is that how my life would be? Is that how my life would be? And often we're reminded to enjoy each day and find it in ourselves to show some gratitude for every moment through and through. I try so hard to just be present. Mom will slip the adolescence. I can't help but wonder, but I guess I'll never know it. What the other book looks like. I stayed in my city. Red, blue, and green. Is that how my life would be? Is that how my life would be? But there's not to say that I'm not happy with my life this way. 'Cause I know both ways, that I'll be thinking about the parallel days. If that was me, if I'd stayed in my city. Red, blue,